Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Howdy. I feel like this is kind of loud. Oh yeah, that is loud. Up all the way. Already having issues disconnecting. No. All right, but yes, here we are, Monday morning, ready to go. We have the latest Session 4, Tyranny of Dragons, Part 6, Session 4, where our party is going to talk to the rest of the lizard folk tribe as they will discover the Scaly Death is pretty much ready to go up in arms, but perhaps waiting for the right sign. See our adventurers. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. See, you guys got kicked. Yeah, I just lost internet for a second.
Uh-oh.
Which is weird because I did change providers.
You did.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got AT&T and like right away my freaking download and upload speed was
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll say, well, even for being kicked, it let me get to the acquiring file list the first time I tried, so that's new.
Yep, then I got still getting that weird.
There we go.
You're all connecting now.
I'm in.
Yeah, hopefully my internet issues will be fixed, hopefully.
Or at least alleviated.
Alrighty.
Well, the map is still working, so that's good.
Yeah. You guys can select and move around. It's a good sign, always.
Yeah, I can go out the window if I want to.
In last session, why do you guys keep going out the window?
Yeah. It's so irritating to me. I don't know why.
In their defense, that does look like kind of a hallway with like a door at the end into a different room.
Yeah. I suppose the map outside doesn't really look like.
Mm-mm.
Well, and so again, like to me, that was the only that light on the outside was the only thing showing. I was like, oh, I'm just in like a blacked part. I want to see more. So I was like, yeah.
Right. So everybody is in. Awesome. Ready to go.
Oh no, I'm ready is the correct term.
Who had his story in
Ryan,
last
I
time?
completely forgot I did. I haven't finished it yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm so
That's all right.
sorry.
Well, no, you haven't started it yet.
I started
It's not that
it
you
like
didn't
during
finish
the
it. You didn't
session.
start it.
I mean, she's still, that means she hasn't.
The map,
been-
I'm so small on your Raven because I'm the snake. That's
Started
cute.
it last session, but woof. I'll make sure I get that done tomorrow.
All right. Actually, I wonder if I think I'm not even caught up on. Oh, yeah. I need yeah, I need to catch up quite a bit on dragons. It was a war, I think. Oh yeah, I got a lot of catch up on journals. I did not get as much done as I wanted to on vacation, not near.
But did you at least enjoy your vacation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's vacation.
I enjoyed my vacation, but like I like working on this stuff.
Okay.
I tried working on it every now and again, but
I definitely do miss playing Scales of War.
the old ball and chain was not happening. Get off your computer! You're on vacation! got a little bit done though. Got a lot of well, like I said, I changed internet providers, so that should be hopefully remedied. And then I got a lot done for encounters.
Okay.
Well, still more to work on with that, but I have the new boss set up. All right, so here we are, session 4 of part 6 for Hoard of the Dragonwing as part of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. We are all set and ready to go. Yeah, my task manager. I definitely need another computer. I think all the extensions I got for Fantasy Grounds now is making it work like a more high-powered game. Okay. So, first things first, let's roll for Historian. Let's get that out of the way. Hawkeye. Got you as Historian.
Excuse me.
I thought that was you saying, ooh.
No. No, that was a mead burp.
That was his stomach saying, ooh.
So me saying I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's really. I woke up at a decent time. Woke up at a. Drake Takes is prepping encounters too. He's on a vacation today. that's the life of a forever DM. You're prepping, always, always.
Yeah.
Right.
Since it was 4th of July yesterday, and I'm watching my dog because my parents are out of town, fireworks were still going off at like 1 a.m. So she was kind of freaking out, and I was
1 a.m.
Yeah.
America.
That's right. Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
So I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Right. As long as we are ready to go, which we are Monday morning. So, Hawkeye, look forward to reading your journal. Hopefully we can get back on track with those. I know there's a lot to catch up on. I certainly have a lot to do. I have so much on. Honestly, I kind of like it. Gives me stuff to do. Instead of just sitting at home watching Netflix.
I mean, I like writing. Just when I'm not tired. Yeah, I have my journal in front of me, though, so...
So we can get some character introductions. Freddie, tell us a little bit about your...
1 second. I forgot my little thingy. All right. Hello, I'm Sauerkraut, and I play Freddie Bloomington, a half-elf who's a mix of bard from the College of Lore and Hexblade Warlock. This makes him a bit of a jack-of-all-trades type, who's here to earn fame, glory, and wealth so he can win over the love of his life. But this adventure has turned to him saving her from the dangers that she knows nothing about. He has fallen into the role of the face of the party, but has more recently expanded to the only one that seems to have any real sense around here.
The
Like
only
3
one
sessions
that
old.
thinks logically.
Like a month old for you to say that.
That's been a long time coming, I feel. Everybody is just playing their characters, and it's working out so great. The party dynamics are so great. I love how you guys role play with each other. Yep. Freddie's that guy that's just like every time. All right.
How did John put it? I'm like the one sober guy at a party trying to stop the drunk people from not burning the house down.
Yeah. Everybody else is like, but no, this isn't my background. No, this is how I would act. This is how I think it should be. And Freddie's just like, ah. Speaking of one of them headaches, I think Hawkeye, perfect transition. Tell us a little bit about your character.
I mean, I guess I've been a headache, but...
Not a bad thing, not a bad thing. Just very interesting.
Yeah. I'm Otto. I play Hawkeye, who is a wild hunt shifter druid from the Circle of the Stars. And she is out to just slay all the dragon folk that killed her sister and made her go in hiding. So I guess she is fearful of this adventure anyways, and just doesn't necessarily think, because she's never really been outside of her little homeland, so she doesn't really know anything. And then she's a little bag snake.
Aren't you a spider? Or are you a snake? You're a snake?
No, I'm a snake.
Little snake. But no step on snake.
Oh, I thought you were a spider. All
No,
right,
little
yeah.
bag snake.
Hawkeye's a little bag snake hiding in Ereva's pocket.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, don't tread on me. All right, thank you so much, Hawkeye. Now on to VMOC. Tell us about your character.
Hello, everyone. I am Old Jarhead. My character is Bimok, the happy-go-lucky Goliath barbarian from the Sword Mountains who has stumbled upon this strange group of traveling adventurers. He's in search of, or who are in search of the Dragon Queen. Bimok is still not quite sure of his quest. He is searching for a ugly human downlander that he must kill. But he thinks now he must find this Dragon Queen.
Very, very cool backstory bringing VMOC into this campaign. He's got a whole lot of books, which is very fun for me as DM. Pull on and bring them in. Had a dream from or was it a dream, or was it like a shaman gave it to you?
It was a dream or a vision, and he wasn't sure if it was the shaman told him it was indigestion, but he kept having it, but now he thinks it's a vision. So
Yes, very interesting. Having a vision portending something in the near off future, perhaps, has joined this party because there are little things that's kind of leading him to believe that his place is with it, at least for the time being. Someone that has been with the party for a while now. Tell us a bit about your character, Ereva.
Hello, I'm Nicole. I play Ereva Galanadel, a wood elf ranger of the Horizon Walker subclass. Ereva left her home forest, as she rarely does, on a mission from her people to stop this Dragon Queen from being brought back from the dead. Her people were fearful of the results that this queen would, the death that this queen would bring. And she ran into, a long time ago, this group of ragtag adventurers. And though the group has changed, and Ereva, with that change, she lost quite a bit of her focus for a brief moment, and was reminded of her purpose, and is working with the group, more driven than ever to accomplish what she left her home forest to do, so that she may return home, ensured her people are safe.
Yes. Oh man, I forgot. I was looking through your inventory because I like look through your character sheets while you're giving introductions and stuff. And I saw 1,315 gold pieces, and I'm like, what the hell? But now I remember where that came from.
Yes. And just need to go shopping.
Yep. I bet you guys are very excited to hit nearest shop. Earliest opportunity.
Yeah, it's already all spent.
Oh, you already have all your stuff figured out?
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, Ereva. Last but not least, we have you there, Furbolg. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm playing you there, Fearbolg. He's an ex-slave pirate. And he just kind of finished the thing he came on land for, but has decided to continue with this group, partially because he feels a little bad about some stuff he said, but also because he's decided that VMOC is part of his crew, and he's got to get him back alive to a boat.
Yeah. Get him back alive to a boat.
I gotta get him back alive, and I'm gonna get that man on a boat.
Thank you very much, Uther. That is our party of 5 brave adventurers, where we join once again on this adventure. That brings us to now, whereas last time on the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, we began session in the Lizard Folk camp.
Yes.
Right?
Vancouver.
It was the morning after you woke up. Okay, so these 5 members woke up in the Lizard Folk camp that they found midway through the bog on the trail that they discovered outside of the Arnath Roadhouse, discovering a tunnel beneath locked. Underneath the locked side room, where a lot of crates and barrels were being moved through this trapdoor into the tunnel beneath, quite obviously. So, this camp must have been a halfway point for the creatures, whoever was bringing the goods from the roadhouse to probably Castle Neritar. Their newfound ally, Snapjaw, a lizard folk who had surrendered and told them about the lizard folk tribe's plight against the bullywugs in his hometown, and the party had discovered that the hometown was the very destination they had been looking for so long, Castle Neritar. So they made an alliance with Snapjaw as a guide to bring them to the castle. And he did. So Uther got to show his expertise on boats, and they went off into the river on these canoes, paddled forth, not seeing anything, which is a little bit different than they might have suspected, for the swamp is very dangerous, and there are many, many, many dangers. They berthed on the shoreline, taking some time to organize and talk about their plans and how to move forward. Snapjaw let it be known that there were pickets of his tribe surrounding the castle area, that he would bring them forth. With a little bit of faith, a whole lot of anxiety, they agreed, moving forward, following just far enough behind Snapjaw, be within sight, not so close to be taken as a danger. Moving cautiously forth, finally they came to a picket. 3 lizard folk moving from out of the reeds, greeting Snapjaw, who told his kin about the party. So they moved forward into the compound, this Castle Neritar, which I have this record to.
Ooh.
Where do we go?
This is Castle.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Oh yeah.
Very true.
You came upon this area in the swampy terrain, seeing these log houses, these reed log houses where apparently the lizard folk lived, as well as some mud huts close to the ground, almost part of the mud. Bullywugs obviously made their lair. You were moved into a log house quickly, scanning around, seeing quite a few bullywugs and some lizard folk laying about. No humans, no humanoids. Cult, its presence, at least for the time being, unseen and unaware. Your movements within were not taken with much notice. Bullywugs took notice of you, saw you, but didn't make any moves. Perhaps it was often enough that humanoids came and went into this castle compound. Cult must be making alliances and friends and gaining more and more followers to the day. But it was within the log house that you found a few lizard folk, and one of them actually spoke your tongue. Whispering Reed, a shamanistic leader of some sort spoke with you, garnered your, how would you say, your ability, seeing that you are mighty warriors and learning of your reasons for being within and hearing from Snapjaw. Perhaps now the time was right for the lizard folk to rise up. They had been grumbling for a while and at the mistreatment of the bullywugs, telling of an alliance made with the cult of the dragon between the lizard folk of the Scaly Death tribe and the cult, where the lizard folk were more beasts of burden and guards and hunters around the area, not getting the respect they deserved, cult using them towards its ends and allowing the bullywugs bully them is their namesake. And so you all figured it would be best to make your way inside the castle and infiltrate it with as little notice as possible to alert the rest of the lizard folk and gather them to your cause. Hopefully rise up. Made some disguises, dressing up as cult members with some of the cult regalia. Some of you disguising yourself with other means.
Like being a snake in a bag.
Yeah, like a bag snake. But not VMOC. VMOC's like, nah, it's gonna walk in. He's the guard for the old man that Uthar has disguised himself as. So they made their way inside, seeing many bullywugs in the muddy terrain of the Barbican just within the main gate. They stopped quickly where the lizard folk spoke to them and made their way within. The bullywugs smacking them with their spears as they passed and giving croaking laughter. So the party saw the first little signs of mistreatment, but easily enough they made their way within. That takes us to the present moment, where they have traveled through the inner parts of the castle into a side room where many lizard folk were, up some stairs, and are now within the arsenal just above Forge. So as you all, each of you, are ushered up into the chamber above, you feel the heat stiflingly hot. Being directly above the forge works below seems to keep this room quite hot, likely a welcome rest for any lizard folk you witness congregating about. The room is
Toasting
slowly...
bag snake.
Huh?
I'm gonna be a roasted bag snake.
Yeah. A kebab
Snake
snake.
jerky.
The room is slowly filled with members of the tribe. They each look to your group as they ascend the stairway, their cold stares alien-like in their demeanor. It is quite unsettling to you all as you stand or sit, watching their forms unmoving as they scan each of you. The reptiles they are. Some converse in their draconic tongue, while the others stand still. Then, whispering reed speaks to the mass. The words speak of old strength and might, hard consonants and sibilants, more like snake hissing than a language. After a time, she hails. After a time, she hails and turns to point at you all. Nomenoi selturmoric ingrata ekes, etoklo udokus vent where bullywugs. Without pause, she speaks in your common tongue a declaration of your intent. Should you choose to act on it, you are promised to save us from the bullywug. It is time they die.
We're here to fight bullywugs, and bullywugs we will fight.
She turns to the rest of her kin, speaks in the draconic tongue, probably a translation of what you just said. And you see many neck frilling of the lizard folk and hissing. Similarly to what you saw from Snapjaw before, they seem to be kind of pleased. But there are others who have not moved and are staring at you. It appears that the lizard folk split their decision.
Ureva will remove an arrow from her quiver and just kind of hold it, not threateningly, and look at the leader and just, so will your people fight for their own freedom, or, and pointedly looks at the group that aren't happily reacting, would they choose to remain beaten down servants?
Speaking in the tongue once more, Whispering Reed regards her tribesmen. There are some angered hisses, but some others speak up now. With hissing consonants, Whispering Reed walks over, close by the window where you see what appears to be many broken arrowheads and rusted iron and mats over top. She opens up a hand, reaches out, and pulls back, revealing shining metal below. Hundreds of blades and works of iron are seen below. We have been stockpiling arms and armaments for a time. Ralmorer has provisioned us quite well. We have hidden our arms. I do not think they know quite how big our stockpile is. Many in our tribe wish for the bullywug to be gone. They are biding their time, waiting for the right sign, the right omens. We will fight to the death if it is determined that now is the right time. Oh, you're breaking up. You were breaking up quite bad, Ireba. Who? Is everybody there? Can you hear me? Jeez. Can you all hear me? Hello? Otto, you there? Go ahead. Hello? I can't. Okay, so I can't hear you guys. All right. What's going on? All right, perfect. So I got some Discord voice problems. Give me a second, guys. I'll be. All right. Yeah,
Very
I have
I
no
didn't
idea what
hear it, so I
happened.
was like, I don't even know what happened.
All right. Well, I want to wait until John's back.
Yeah, the last thing I got was thought there was armor pretty much, and then that Ureva like cocked an arrow, but not. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. So
No, she pulled an arrow out.
yeah,
not
so
cocked it.
basically the first part was Ireva pulled an arrow out and like wasn't like menacing about it, but like more out of preparation. And this was after half of the lizard folk didn't get excited. And she was like, so are the rest of you going to join us and help free yourselves from more or less this oppression? Or are you happy being servants and being, stomped down in numbers or something like that? And then
Yeah,
Whispering Reed.
we can take it from there. Okay. Is John?
Nope, no John yet. I was just more or less catching Otto up, so while we waited.
Yeah, my Discord cut out.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hello, John.
Can you speak?
Yeah.
There we
The
go.
princess
Okay.
returned.
My Discord
That
seemed to
moment
have
run
some
to the
sort of.
bathroom.
Say
Yeah.
Discord seemed to have some sort of hiccup.
For once, it was Discord, not my internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I think it
Weird.
was,
I've never had Discord just totally.
Yeah, that was weird.
which I think because Jake and I are on the same Wi-Fi, we could hear each other on Discord just fine. So we're on the same internet, so I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I jumped into like one of my other Discord channels on here and it was like fine. So it was just like that one server we were pinging just died on us.
Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't too bad.
Okay, so
Anyway.
after Ireva holds up the arrow, challenges the tribe whether they will fight or continue to allow this punishment. Whispering Reed seems to translate in the draconic tongue back to the others. Some kind of stand up, beating their bodies, obviously ready for a fight, but others sit silent and still, just staring at the party. Some from the other camp speak up to Whispering Reed, speaking short words. It appears that the lizard folk tribe, the Scaly Death, is split in their decision. The Whispering Reed walks over to the eastern part of the room where you saw a lot of broken blades and old rusted weapons. Reaches out a hand and pulls back cloth, straw to reveal many shiny steel blades. Galmar has been very kind to us, attempting to teach us the ways of metal. Us lizard folk much better with the crafting of that which we can find easily in the swamp. The arts of metal are somewhat lost on us, but he has given us many gifts which we have stockpiled, ready for such a day. But some do not believe that the time is right. They are waiting for the right omens. I think if they could be convinced, we are ready. Bullywug blood, spill the ground.
What omens are they looking for?
and what time could possibly be better? You have fighters here, ready to take them down on your side. My arrows have known bullywug flesh, and they will know it again. If we must win your freedom for you, we will. But can your pride handle a group of strangers winning freedom for you without your own help?
Whispering Reed looks over and her lips pull back in a grim mockery of a smile. The razor sharp teeth kind of unsettling. gives a little bit of a neck frill. It travels down her body. She kind of laughs to herself. I appreciate your honesty. But Scaly Death is leaderless. That bullywug leader himself, Barblex Spatagu, killed our leader. So, the signs I believe that we are waiting for, new leadership within the tribe. None have been able to claim that title. We also do not wish to upset the alliance with the cult.
Cult will do you even less favors than the bullywugs. They care not for you, only what you can do for them.
It is true, I believe. Though the promises have been quite instilled in others. The Black Dragon itself being our patron, many of the tribe still follow old ways. Believe that Voragamanthar self to be followed.
Out of character, who? Do I know that name? Is that another name for Tiamat?
No, it is not. You do not know this name.
And was it?
Voragamanthar.
As Whispering Reed finishes, Ireva will look over at Freddy and lean in and say very quietly to him, like whisper to him, "Maybe time for some of your charm, Bard. I cannot fly an arrow through stupidity."
Third brain.
Whispering Reed. Tell your men that even if that clan is leaderless, this is going to happen, with or without their help. They can sit idly by and increase our chance of failure, or they can participate and increase our chance of success.
When you say that, Whispering Reed pauses for a moment, then responds, "So, no matter what the Scaly Death do, you plan running rampant through the castle walls, regardless?"
No, not running rampant. We would have to come up with a alternative plan.
P.6 thinks we should just kill them all.
But no matter what, the cult needs to be stopped.
I believe, even if the entire tribe will not be on board from the start, once the blood flows, they will not be able to hold themselves back.
Ireva suddenly perks up a little bit and with a small smile looks at Whispering Reed and says, "For a long time, there has been no trust between lizard folk and humans. If the lizard folk, if your tribe are willing to help us with this, Perhaps our bard here might be willing to include a few lines in some future songs about how brave lizard folk helped us stop the demon queen from coming back. Which may encourage some to greet instead of shoot upon first sight of lizard folk.
Whispering Reed turns back to her tribe once more. Geowux Slathalin, Geowux Sthar, Ushushvi Indlai, Nomenoi Haruki, Sventesi Fakipari? And then even through the grumbling of some of the other lizard folk, one after another, they each stand up and brandish their makeshift weapon, clubs, spiked shields, maces made of bone. They beat them on each other, on themselves, in a display of agreement. Whispering Reed turns back now. Do not know this you speak of, tales and song. Scaly Death has no purpose for it. But as you can see, if the bullywug bug blood flows, Scaly Death will be there.
Sounds like it's about time my heirs get to know their flesh some more then.
I'm gonna squirm around in the bag to see if I can come out now.
Ireva will like
A little snake head like pokes out of the flap.
Yeah.
I say Ireva will put her feel her rustling and kind of put her hand down and let Hawkeye like slither onto it.
Hee hee hee. I can see things now. That's obviously out of character, but I'm glad I can see things now. Because in my journal, I was writing things of in the dark and what I could just hear.
And Ireva looks down at this riddling snake and kind of nods. Says, "The time may come soon, Hawkeye. For now, I need to keep my hand on a bow and this arrow." To kind of put her back down.
I'll go back in the bag.
Very well, Whispering Reed. Very well.
Vimok licks the blade of the glaive.
I believe the next step is formulating a battle plan. We work best as a unit and can fight against numbers far exceeding ours. Put us where it is heaviest and where we cannot fail. Perhaps the main corridor that we took to get up here?
I thought we were planning on killing leader. I have a note that we were supposed to kill the leader. Am I incorrect on that?
No,
Oh, no, you are correct.
Spatter
that is correct.
ladder goo.
Whispering Reed speaks again. Their leader, Farblex, reigns free around the around the castle. Though he is quite near often. The rooms just down to the side. And he lairs in the barracks. He is surrounded by guards. A frontal assault, I would not say is advised. But if you can catch him off guard, he moves between the top underneath the castle quite often.
Are there any passages one might sneak through and perhaps attack him unseen from a distance?
One such thing about this castle is difficult to move about from outside within, as well as it is difficult to move from ground floor to the lower levels. The caverns that run beneath, they are vast, but we do not go down there. That, the lands of the Bullywug. There's but one entrance far across the way.
Well, we try to catch Farblex while he's in the barracks, just 1 floor below. You guys cover our backside.
Hey,
and ensure that
Lucas
more bullywugs
Midi.
don't
Thanks,
join
man.
the fray.
Thanks for the follow. I just noticed that. Sorry, could you repeat that?
I said, so, how about we go after Farblex while he's in the barracks, 1 floor below, and you guys cover our backs, making sure they don't receive reinforcements. If there's only one passage, then it should be easy to barricade. I hear typing.
Yep.
It's me.
Hasta Hilgio event Farblex. Chartorig Udoka Ekes. Eligne de Throdenit Bullywugs. He speaks to the rest of the tribe. And though there is still some dissent and disagreement, you see plenty enough lizard folk ready and listening, paying attention. Some even walk over to the weapon pile and start picking up some of the weapons, casting aside their makeshift clubs and their shields for the hardened steel instead.
Each one that walks over to pick up a sword, Ireva will give a very, very slight bow to. Like a head nod with a little bit of like upper body movement.
As more and more lizard folk pick up the arms, those that appear to be dissenting almost begrudgingly walk over and arm themselves. At least all of the Scaly Death that are here seem to be readying themselves. Snapjaw walks over. He does not pick up weapons, but he looks to the party same as he looks to Whispering Reed. Points to himself, a clawed finger pointing to his chest. Snapjaw, tell others. Then disappears down the steps.
Suddenly, Demuck chuckles loudly as he's looking at Uthar.
A side note to these weapons: do they look like good? I mean, or do they look like normal, or do they look like very well made?
They look of average quality. Average being like good, decent. Not like
Right.
not like
totally
super well
fine
made.
weapons,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Like they're not
making
gonna
sure
win
we
any.
don't need to find out there are +1 weapons in there we should be getting our hands on.
No, there's no magical weapons or nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like
so,
it looks
but
like the type
you
of
don't ask, you
Yeah.
don't get.
It looks like the type of armaments that like a standing army or a militia would be able to get their hands on.
Bunch of holy Avengers laying there.
Yeah.
Yeah. except for the one, and you didn't find it.
Yeah, you didn't ask about it. There it was. The whole time.
Now one of the other lizard folk steps up, brandishing a steel sword. When?
Do we have any way to... I don't have any specific spells to signal them, other than thaumaturgy to get loud.
Demon glares at him.
Glaring at the lizard folk?
Yes. He glares at everybody.
That's so unlike
Yeah,
Vima.
look, if he's looking at somebody, assume he's glaring.
If he's looking at you, he's glaring.
I mean, he's got these eyebrows that just like, Cro-Magnon man,
He's not mad, it's just his face.
Even when he smiles, he glares.
Well, is there any point in waiting? Ireva will look at Whispering Reed. Is there any way for us to find out where their leader is without arousing suspicion? Where exactly he is?
Right now, he may be in the barracks, or else he might be below. I am not sure. As we speak, Snapjaw is alerting the rest of the tribe, letting them know. Come and grab weapons and be ready. I believe time is of the essence. If we wait too long, Bullywug or even the cult may become suspicious.
As much as I'd like to move as quick as possible, we also do not want your people armed with anything less than the best possible they can get. And she'll kind of look at, Freddy and Uthar and Vimok and, all the rest of them. So, do we wait until they've all been able to take up arms? Or do we move as soon as we can? Meaning now.
I'll just nod.
I think that the element of surprise is the greatest weapon.
Yeah, you agree. I think we move in the armor.
If we chance lose it, battle might be lost before it's begun.
Eventually, they're going to notice all the lizard people with swords. Best that we hopefully take down the splatter group, inspire, and win this little battle.
Ireva will grab her bow, so in one hand she has her bow, the other hand she now has her arrow. And she'll look down at the little snake in her pocket and just say, "We may have yet another element of surprise. I know you're always eager to jump right into the fighting, but perhaps wait a little longer. Bag snake."
Climb up on the arrow, but apparently not.
She'll say, and she'll look at Whispering Reed. I think we all think it's best we move now.
Yes.
The new lizard folk raises its sword, points it at you. No, man. No, dragon.
No man, no dragon?
Colt?
Whispering.
The fact that it's pointing its sword at Ureva has Vimok very perturbed.
Ireva tenses.
Tensions?
Shut your damn mouth, I fixed it.
Whispering Reed walks up, places a hand on her comrade's forearm. He means not to ruin the alliance with the cult.
Perhaps alliance will remain intact if cults dispatches us. If you do not wish to seek to fight the cults, we will not make you, but we will not work with the cults. You fight the bullywug, we will deal with rest.
You misunderstand his intent. You see, the cult had taken us originally under promises of favorable treatment by the dragon of the swamp. Though it has been ages since we have seen any such treatment, and many of the tribe wonder how Voragamanthar could allow this treatment by the bullywugs. Some have wisened up and understand he doesn't care. But many still believe in the old way. The alliance with the cult is not so much as it is a service of the dragon.
Worship of a deity is sometimes without question.
If the cult were to ask you to attack us, how many do you think would do this?
Whispering Reed looks back to the other lizard folk without saying anything.
Yes, please don't translate.
Yeah. Looks back to you and says, "This I am unsure. Tribe is split in two on this. Many wishing to remain with Voragamanthar, hoping that their loyalty will prove true in the end. Others are more concerned with the bullywug. I do know."
Who is this Voragamanthar? Is
That's the
he
black
a
dragon,
half
isn't
dragon?
Voragamanthar is the dragon of the swamp. Old black dragon.
And you're saying the cult has him on your side?
Or is he quote on their side?
Emok looks at Uthar.
I was gonna ask.
And he says, in giant, we will cross that bridge, my friend, when we get to it. And if we have to kill these lizard folk, we will.
Yeah, then to be clear, when he talks in giant, because I understand that, does anybody else look like they understand what he's saying?
No, only you and I.
Right?
No,
It's only...
Freddy understands.
Oh, Freddy does?
They speak giant? Okay.
Yeah, I've talked to you in giant before.
I didn't realize that. Okay, but that's fine, because he knows that these lizard people don't speak
Yeah.
giant. Because
Importantly, it's the lizard folk that we're talking. The next couple of words that come
the
out of
Snapjaw could not
mouth.
speak giant, so, okay.
Where the heck are languages? I know I speak it,
It's
but
on
where is
your abilities
Abilities.
at the very bottom.
ability? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, found it.
Ureva
Thank you.
definitely doesn't understand, but she's not bothered about it because she knows enough to trust you guys for the most part.
Yeah,
And
back
the
in
bad
giant. In giant, he does respond. I just wanted to get a rough figure of how many of these we're going to have to kill. If I would prefer none, but that seems unlikely.
In giant, Freddy will then say,
Hold up.
"Yeah,
As you guys start speaking in a foreign language, lizard folk with its sword drawn begins hissing. Some of the others look a little more tense.
As soon as this happens, Ireva will whip around and look at the three of them. I understand that you mean
The
to
only
try
two.
to...
Freddy didn't say anything.
Oh, fair enough. All right, whips around, and well, Freddy's the other way anyway. Whips around and looks at them. I understand you're trying to coordinate something, but perhaps we should not risk the tenuous cooperation we already have.
It was, tells them, looks at Whispering Reed, tells them it was just joke, but only makes sense in his tongue. And point at how big he is. It's not a good lie, but it's the lie I got. Not particularly good at deception. In fact, I'm pretty bad at it.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Let's see, you're the wrong
I think
person
there's-
saying this.
I mean, it's a +1, so it's not a negative, but I did the roll does back the lie of, no, it's a joke, it's cool.
Whispering Reed, kind of looks at you through narrowed eyes, but you can tell she wants this alliance to work. But nevertheless, she speaks to the rest of the company. Podjahus joke. Engrif zurwich sense verge hasta ubel.
B-Mock laughs through clenched teeth.
Gonna have to start teaching you motherfuckers thieves can't, so you can understand how to put things into subtlety.
I was thinking of taking a level of rogue, but
Freddy's just gonna have every level.
I was gonna say,
He's a
Once you get
bard.
into
What the
the-
fuck, right?
once you get into the third multi-class, you really start to dilute the ability to have a good character.
Yeah. So the other lizard folk, still having its sword raised, stops hissing. Its eyes never leave VMOC, but it appears like, at least for the time being, tensions are appeased.
Big toothy grins coming out of these two.
He repeats once
Totally
more.
cool.
No man, no dragon.
no man, no dragon. I say back with extreme confidence.
He lowers his blade, nods once.
I'd nod back.
Whispering Reed speaks up. I understand your reasons for being here are against the cult. But if you could allow time, wipe out the bullywug first, perhaps we can ensure that none of my tribe will take arms against you.
Yes, one step at a time.
Yes.
One step at a time.
Nireva will look at Whispering Reed. We will not ask your tribe, if we ever have to fight the cult with us.
B-Mock would like to study Lizard Folk. 13 was the one that raised his sword towards Ureva, right?
Correct.
And study him very closely. So if it comes to it, he would like to make sure he remembers that Lizard Folk very, very clearly, so that if he has to, he can remove that arm.
Just trying to put like a permanent remember of a face, but the face is just a weird lizard thing, so it's like, god damn it.
Yeah, because he is offended very severely by that act.
It's so much more complicated in D&D to try to remember people.
Well, not
Especially
to be,
because they all look the exact same.
not. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to use that specific remark because I mean,
Maybe that one, he's got a weird ear. So
Yeah.
you remember his weird
maybe
ear.
he's got a thing on his frill or something.
They
but,
all even look this direction. Every one of them has a shield, nothing in their left hand.
Which is weird, because some of them have swords? But like, no you don't. I can see your hand.
Not on your token. You ain't got nothing in your hand.
To be fair, that makes Uthar just a floating head, so... And Freddy, you keep talking about that rapier, but that shit's a guitar. You know that, right?
Freddy had his headset off for just a second, so you might want to repeat that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was gone trying to make
I
dinner
don't
for
do
us.
second takes on jokes.
Nope. Had to be there. Watch the
He'll have to come
VOD.
back. He'll have to watch
That was a
the
location joke. You had to be there.
All right.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
Well,
I mean, I can't do anything yet.
yeah, I'm. Oh, that should be good. I believe we are past point. Snake could probably come out big.
Yeah, we're moving through that door, right? We're moving on.
Right.
We're
Say,
So,
Or were the lizard people
Eureka-
still going? Like they weren't going with us anymore, right? That was the
Eureka
plan.
has
They're
a-
going to go do their outside stuff while we do our inside stuff.
yeah.
yeah, I believe
Correct.
We're
he
gonna
agreed to
go-
a plan where we're attacking Splattergoo. They're keeping the rest of the Bullywug horde off of us.
Yeah.
And then once Splattergoo's dead, we rejoin them.
And Ireva, when
Oh,
Uthar says the snake could probably change, Ireva looks up. Perhaps we can have her, since we don't know exactly where their leader is, we can have her sneak in, make sure that he is in the location that we're about to enter, and then come out and report to us.
If you see a
Man.
snake in a castle, you attack it immediately.
Yeah, a snake is probably bad. Also, snake very slow.
She's a very
seen
small
Snake?
snake.
But it's yes, making it very slow. I mean, it will take afternoon for it to go down hallway.
Poke my head up out and then
Sure.
just
How
like
many-
glare at Uthar.
How many times can you wild shape in a day?
I think
Um,
3.
Character?
Well, she does have pass without a trace, though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but as a snake, she can't cast spells.
I could change into like a little spider, or like
Ugh.
There's, like, just
match who has a spider.
Whispering Reed, do we know where Splattergoo is at this moment?
Already asked that.
Yeah, I thought we got.
He gave us like 2 locations. Jake's been trying to make us dinner, so
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
so
Is it barracks below or the caverns below that, right?
yeah, she said at this very moment that they did not know, but usually Farblex is either in his barracks or he is down in the caverns below.
Maybe we can just ask for a meeting with him instead of trying to find him. Have him come to us.
Is he not king of this castle?
No, that is Resmir.
Yeah. Or closer to her than Bullywog, dude. How would we arrange meeting? I don't think that the lizard folk want to go scout him any more than we do.
I think we would have to approach the Bullywugs and ask them to bring us to him.
Does he have treasure here?
Are you trying to take treasure?
No, but he is jealous of treasure, yes?
Bullywugs do like to hoard keepsakes, for sure. Specifically ones that are shiny and of high value.
Does he have shinies? We go to his shinies.
Whispering Reed
Or-
responds, yes, Cult appeases the Bullywugs with trivial trinkets. So,
So perhaps we go to his shinies and make it clear that we are there, and he will come to see us there.
We threaten his shiny. He will respond, yes?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. We go there, then he will come to us. Would Whispering Greed, would he come to directly defend his shinies?
If he is the leader, he must be the strongest of them. Remember, Bullywug's system is based off strength.
Does this make sense? In a weird way, this plan does make some sense.
All right. Whispering Reed,
The
do
plan is going randomly looking for him.
exactly. Yes, for wandering around the castle isn't good either. But Whispering Reed, do you know where his treasure hoard would be?
down in the caverns. Though yes, Farblex has made his way as leader, it is more through shamanistic magic than any strength of his own. He is a coward at heart, just like the rest of them.
So he would not come to defend his horde. He would send others instead.
I believe
More
so.
than likely. Damn. Well, that was a good plan. But we need something that's sure to work.
Jamna walks up now, almost having disappeared and melded into the foreground, the background.
This bitch.
Yeah, but
walks
she's
up.
carrying a torch now, so
Yep.
you know.
She is currently carrying her light source.
She's there, yeah, you just made her the porter.
Urava's not worried about it.
Well, some of us can't see without that.
Oops.
See, she put
There
it
we
out
go.
and I'm blind.
Yeah.
God, I gotta get my
Gotta
eyes
get that.
shined.
So, she speaks up. Whispering Reed. Say that the cult has a habit of giving these shinies to the bullywug. Tell me, who gives it to them? The cult themselves? Yes. A small number of cultists, usually some lowly initiates. It is not a task that is on the minds of Rezmir or Jalmor. And then Jamna looks to the rest of your party. Interesting. Very interesting. As she
What
is
was the other name? It was Rezmir and what one?
Jalmor.
Look at that.
Yeah, who's that?
The new one? I have a giraffe morer, but that could be on my bad spelling.
Yep.
An elf dude?
Jalmor. Yep.
Ah, okay. That
Jamna looks
elf.
pointedly at Ireva.
Born gray.
Yep. Looks pointedly
that part I
at
had.
Ireva. At Ireva's clothing.
Urafa's wearing cultist clothes.
This is true.
Yeah.
So
Same as
Raven
I.
goes get shiny.
At Jamna's gaze, Ireva pointedly looks back at her.
Okay, now ladies, no eye staring contest. Now's not the time. More pressing matters at hand.
Can I help
it-
you, Jamna?
That we should bring. We have shinies and.
We should bring shinies to.
Snakes don't talk.
Yeah.
You hush.
You just hear.
Trying to get the same thoughts out. She's screaming in her head. Oh my god, you people!
Yeah.
Do we have? I mean, technically in my inventory I have money, but I never actually got that money, so that's just a mistake. Do we have things that?
I sold the
Giving us that
amulet
goddamn
that
amulet
we
of
picked
health.
up.
That's not
Yeah.
even. That's not
We
even
have
worth
lots
it.
of gold.
We do have a lot of gold, but it sounded more like the bullywugs want trinkets, right?
Yeah, they want, like,
that's what they said. That's what I'm trying to figure out is do we have any like trinket type thing?
The best I got is like my rapier.
Yeah.
I have
well,
to brute your shielding, but I'm not
Roach
going to give that up.
shielding, that's the problem. Also, the amulet of health, but like both those are not things that we should even play around with losing. Oh, that should be in character. Freddy, can you make something seem, shiny and powerful
Just
enough?
because you
and-
say you're going to
So-
give
so-
it to them
Fred-
doesn't mean you're going to give it to them.
But if I
Freddy-
have to take that goddamn amulet off, I'm not gonna take that amulet off. It doubles
Freddy
my
holds
health.
up. Freddy holds out his hand like in a little like cup fashion, and says a few words, and there's like a gleaming pile of like white and red gems just appear in his
There
hand.
we go. This perhaps. Well, can you put it in her hands? And I point at Urafa. If she is going to be the one to show the bullywug, we have treasures for. Can you make it in her hands? Because you're not. Are you dressed up like a cultist?
I am.
Yeah.
Absolutely am.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I forgot who was dressed up as a cult.
Yep, we both are. I can make them look like she's holding them, but I have to stay very close.
Well, if you're dressed up,
You're dressed up. Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
That's why you said never mind.
I forgot who I forgot how many cultist outfits we had.
2.
Reed, is there a contact person that would tell Splattergoo that we have treasures? The cult has treasures for him?
What was that?
I was asking if there was like somebody who, like a middle person who would tell Splattergoo that the cult has treasure. To try to get him.
Oh. I am unaware of how it works. I only know that every once in a while, treasure is given as a form of tribute to the bullywugs to appease them and keep the alliance. Do not know the specifics.
Do the bullywug speak common language, or do they have no way to understand us?
Some bullywug speak broken common, though their means of communication is limited. Farblex speaks common.
Boy, I wish somebody
What
here
the-
had
what-
like tongues.
I say, what is the language of the bullywugs?
I assume it's literally just bullywug, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
They
it's
seem like one of those
bullywug.
freak races that, have their
Yep.
own.
Yep, they speak bullywug.
Yeah, so without tongues, we're kind of at the whims of whichever one can fucking understand us. Some of these guys have to understand.
I mean,
because-
just hold out gems to him,
he speaks money.
and and then just say,
Splattergoo.
Splattergoo. Yep.
It's not a bad way to go. Where is more bullywug so that we don't have to go backwards in castle? Is meeting hall or cafeteria?
Well, Luthar, there were many of them inside of that main common area we walked through.
Yeah, it sucks to make backwards progress.
At this
Hoping that there
time,
was cafeteria.
Snapjaw returns. Behind him come a number of other lizard folk.
This room's gonna get very full.
I'm not gonna put them on the map just because that's kind of unnecessary, but they go over and take weapons. Many of them looking at you, hissing, but in a non-threatening way. It kind of just seems to be like almost an absent-minded thing that the lizard folk do. Snapjaw arms himself as well.
Yeah, I guess we should just head backwards to where we saw those bullywug before.
And then you see Whispering Reed speak with Snapjaw. 1 second.
Android 13 or Lizard Folk 13?
They're both 13. I don't see Android 13.
Right.
Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Whispering Reed speaks some words in the native tongue to Snapjaw, more draconic, and Snapjaw responds. Whispering Reed looks to you and says, "It appears Farblex is down in the caverns below. Only a few bullywugs are up here on the surface level. He must be performing some of his shamanistic rites."
What would you recommend, Whispering Reed? Do you want us to go down in the caverns after him? Or do you recommend waiting until he's on the surface? These are your people.
If your goal to root out the cult, you would stay on the surface. If your goal is to kill Barblex, you would go down beneath in the caverns.
Well, we agreed that no humans, no dragons. So for now, it's Farblex. To the caverns it is.
No man, no dragon. Number 13 speaks again.
Yeah, he can think whatever he wants, but
We'll see what actually happens. Yeah.
right.
Eureka struggles.
When that
not to
rubber
roll
hits the road.
All right. So prestidigitation lets me cast a image for an hour. So I will hold my hand clenched like I got a fistful of gems, and keep them there. Like maintain the illusion.
All right.
Well, guys. Any other questions, concerns, comments? Hawkeye, you can't talk.
Eureka will begrudgingly for now put her bow and arrow away.
Human again was. I felt bad that she was basically like, snakes can't talk. Yeah, I mean, let's. Okay. How long? I mean, it. This probably doesn't matter because it's probably not been long enough. My disguise only lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
How long has it
Wild
roughly
shape
been?
only lasts for an hour.
No, your wild shape, I think, is half your.
Oh, never mind.
Conversation.
It's like 2
Yeah,
2 hours.
it's much longer.
Yeah, conversations happen quick, and we've been doing a lot of out of character talk too.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
probably.
well, we did we walked here for like 10 minutes or so.
I would say probably 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Let's
So
say
I still got time. If
yeah.
we're going undercover, I just want to see how long I can keep my cover cool.
I'll give you 20 minutes.
Okay. Because also the snake can just make itself a snake longer. I can't do this a second time today.
All right.
So let's that in mind and
So whisper and read. Once you hear a commotion start, that'll be your cue.
Understood.
And Freddy will make his way to the stairs.
Yeah, could they point us in the direction at least? I mean down, but it would be cool to get a direction.
Oh yeah, I thought where's the entrance to the caverns? That's a good point.
Whispering Reed turns to her tribe, speaks these words: Ithlod evawer utrai vargach. And many of the lizard folk nod their heads and hiss in aggressive stances. It appears they are ready for a fight, knowing that the blood of the bullywug will spill. Whispering Reed then turns to you. The entrance to the caverns is on the opposite end of the castle. So you're in this room right now. You can see my arrow literally kind of straight that way.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
I can see now.
So it's like down and in the opposite direction.
Down in the opposite direction in the tower. He says, it is in the opposite tower, this one, the bottom level.
All right, let's get going.
Across from the Great Hall.
Vimok, you should get the torch back. I feel better with you having torch.
Enoch picks Jamna up.
Jamna passes it off. I didn't want this anyway.
Yes, you didn't want it. That's why we're taking it from you. Oh, I see the portal. We're going through the transporter. Yes. Oh,
Yep.
the game got weird. Nope, I've rotated myself instead of canceling move. There we go.
Oh, it asks us now.
It is not, so I'm going to try again.
It's a light.
Oh, I wonder if it's because people are still on it. If like it can't deal with stacking that probably. Why don't you go first there, Fred?
All right. Nope, not working.
Oh, it worked for me. It asked me, walk downstairs, and I said yes.
There went mine. Maybe it doesn't like it when you... No, because we've used it
Token
before
locks,
with
maybe?
the confirm move. Yeah, I was going to say that, but like, didn't we get that during the Grandpa Spider?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we had token lock on during Grandpa Spider. Our first fun time using portals.
Portals are always fun, even when they're not fun.
True. Now, the giant spider encounter was not fun for Noct. He almost died a horrible, horrible death.
But he tanked so much.
He did, including a very stupid plan of diving on the ground to get hit.
Yep, yes, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Hey!
Patience, young one.
Don't try to one.
Nope, not walk upstairs. There we go.
I'm always scared to quote Star Wars around Otto because if she ever tells me she hasn't seen Star Wars, then I'm really done.
Star Wars. I know Star
She
Wars.
has now, yes.
There's only
Well,
three
she saw Lord of the
important Star Wars
Rings
to
now.
watch, and there's
Oh,
three.
okay.
I love Star Wars.
All right. Good.
I mean, to be fair, more than 2/3 of Star Wars is bad. There's 3 good Star Wars and then a bunch of garbage.
I don't know what you're talking about. The Phantom Menace is my favorite film.
So he's obviously talking about
like to
episodes
watch
1,
it when
2,
I'm
and 3.
like really tired.
Yeah, he's talking.
Sleep.
Yeah, he's
You're
talking
talking-
about the prequels.
Yeah, you're talking about
Three was
episodes
my
1, 2, and
favorite.
3, right?
I like to see like, hey, I really love Ewan McGregor, and I don't like Star Wars, but I love that man. His acting,
Killer.
sometimes he's got an accent, and sometimes he doesn't. It's great. It's like he doesn't care. Super frustrating to me. That's a weird, like, personal, like, just like, why the fuck do sometimes you have an accent, Obi-Wan? God damn it, consistency.
It's not a D&D session if we don't get the Jarhead laugh.
Wait, yeah. We were supposed to go that way, so if we go this way and then down and then around, right?
That's
That's
I
how we
think-
got here.
yeah. I
Freddy,
think so.
as you walk into this side chamber right here, you see a barracks of sort with many lizard or a few lizard folk. It appears that many of them have gone up to the room. They kind of look. They look up to you from their games of dice, gambling, exercising, and others.
This is the right way to go, right? I don't remember how we got to this room. Out of character.
No, that's not the right way. You're
Not-
I suppose
the
the
hallway
maps
through the windows.
the maps aren't facing the same way.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
That explains it because we definitely walked like south, and I don't remember. Like, why is there a wall there?
I lost the south part apparently because I could see a hallway and I was like, well, that had to be the hallway we came through, right?
Exactly. Like we definitely walked into
Except
this
now
room
that I
from the
look at it,
south.
that may not be a hallway at all. That actually looks like dirt. So I think that's outside. I think that's on. Oh, I gotta move up there.
Confuses
My
Ryan.
interpretation.
Plus, with the map like being all blacked out again.
And Ireva will stick like close by Freddy, doing her best to like.
Friendly.
Yeah, so we came from that way, right then?
Yep.
Okay. Is it opposite the Great Hall? So we're going back to the Great Hall.
That's not the Great Hall. Specifically, over here is what he was.
Okay.
Hmm.
Or that's
okay.
where Whispering Reed told us more or less to go, was in that direction.
Was that direction? Okay. All right. Then you can cancel
We
my
just got turned
movements.
around, that's all. We're totally competent. Don't worry about this. We got it. That way.
Reva follows closely, like
sense
along with
direction.
Freddy.
That's a fun party trait is just bad directions. We're constantly lost.
Well, when the map gets flipped on us, you can't blame us too much.
Not even that. I just like
shit.
the idea of an adventuring party that is just so bad at locating anything that they just
All right,
stumble
guys, I'm
ass
sorry,
backwards into
but I
everything.
have to end the session. I'm getting called into work.
Oh
Oh, fair enough.
no! Well, on our way. We will get there next.
It's not a bad place to stop.
Also, you guys didn't see it unless you'll see it on the VOD. Uthar and VMOC have some trust issues with John right now. All that.
Oh, I thought everyone did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone does.
I think that's the whole party.
All right, guys
might try to
and
kill her.
gals, thank you so much for tuning in on this Monday morning for the latest part of Hoard of the Dragon Queen, Session 4 of Part 6. I think we might finally see some bloodshed as the party is going to eliminate the bullywugs for them and kill their leader, Arblex
I mean-
Spattergoo.
We could have seen it tonight if you weren't so needy.
Yeah. Well, apparently they changed my start time and didn't tell me. Because, yeah, I was on vacation an entire week and nobody thought to call me to let me know that my start time changed.
Oh, that's oh
It's kind of
god.
poopy.
Yep. But
All right,
yeah,
well,
so
have a good day at work.
Yep, I will. I gotta take off. So, thanks, guys. Good session. I will see you next time.
Yep. Catch you guys next
Bye.
time. Bye.
All right, and there we have it. Part 4 of Session 6 of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. I gotta get going, but make sure to tune in next Monday, same time, 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the Hoard of the Dragon Queen campaign in the Tyranny of Dragons Adventure Path. 2 campaigns for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I also run a 4th edition game every other Sunday. Not sure when the next session for that is going to be, but I gotta go to work, figure out what my schedule is, and then put that on the board appropriately. I also run encounters, and I got sessions coming this week, so make sure to check out my Twitch channel because I have the schedule up there. Join my Discord if you want to be in on that. But I gotta get going, so this final round will go quickly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the follows, the subscriptions, and everything. It really helps grow this stream, grow this community, and that is the goal, just to play some Dungeons and Dragons with people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I gotta go.